The first time I realized that I liked doing art was when I was in elementary school and I had just gotten in trouble for something. And my mom sent me to my room and I had to do something because I was bored. So I opened up this Walt Disney book with a bunch of cartoon characters in it and I started trying to draw those. And next thing I knew, 3 hours later, I'd been drawing the whole time, had no idea how much time had gone by. And I think that's when I realized I really liked drawing. I mean, I always had been a doodler or whatever, and I would always draw horses and stuff. But that was probably the moment that I realized that I liked drawing. Was there an influence? My neighbor, actually, when I was a kid, she was a watercolor painter, and she was pretty good. And I thought it was really cool that she could do these paintings because she obviously loved doing it, and then she could sell them for money. Um, so I remember thinking I wouldn't mind being able to do that, but I didn't really think of it as a career. I oh, and my grandmother was actually really very creative, and she used to make really cool things, really crafty things, with shells and stuff like that. So she probably was somewhat of an inspiration. And my aunt Cleo used to buy really cool, funky jewelry from all of her travels. She traveled all over the world, and she'd give me stuff. But at the time, I was too young to appreciate it. I thought it was weird, and I'd hang on to it for 15, 20 years, and then by that time I started liking the stuff and realizing just how cool it was. I went to the University of Maine at Orono, and I went in as an art major, and I got nervous that I wouldn't want to do art for a job and that I'd end up hating it and it wouldn't be fun anymore if I had to do it. So I kind of went undecided for a while, and then I changed my major to home economics, clothing, textiles, and interior design. And that to me seemed like a happy medium of some basic stuff and some artsy stuff. Current occupation. I work for myself. I'm not getting rich by any means. Doing graphic design, painting, and illustration. And before that, I worked for a lot of different advertising companies and design companies doing basically production. I would take the designers' files and get them ready for print. And so knowing how to do all that stuff and obviously being exposed to design and liking to design myself, I decided I'm just going to work for myself because I'm tired of working for people. And if I wasn't married with a husband that had a real job, I would never have taken that